It has been a long while since I spent any time running on the roads in a Hoka road shoe, and I actually think it was back when we tested out their Clifton 8s on the channel, and that was about 2 years ago. The funny thing is, I used to be a massive fan of their road shoes, and I've run several road marathons in their brilliant Hoka and Rincon, so I'm happy to say that we are going to be taking out their new lightweight daily trainer, the Mach 6, for its first run today. So let's dive into the video and tell you all about this new daily trainer. Welcome back to the channel, folks, and thanks for tuning in again. I'm Lloyd Purvis and this is Run4Adventure, your friendly, informative, running related YouTube channel. Now, if this is your first time here, then thanks for watching. Really hope you enjoy the video and welcome to the Run4Adventure family. Now, what we normally do in our first impressions videos is give you a few stats about the new shoes. I'll then break down this new construction in a bit more detail, and then I'm going to be lacing these up, grabbing the cameras and bringing all of you guys along on the first run. But let's start off with some stats. The Hoka Mach 6 retails in the UK for £140, and my pair in a UK 9.5 weighs in at only 237 grams. So you can see what I mean. This really is a lightweight, neutral daily trainer. We've got a stack height of 37mm on the heel, and then we've got 32mm under the forefoot, giving the Mach 6 a 5mm heel offset. As far as the construction goes, we've got this nice lightweight, breathable and very soft and flexible Creole jackered upper design. It comes with a very thin gusseted tongue, but Hoka have been pretty clever here and they've worked in a little bit of padding into their logo at the top of the tongue where those laces pull across, just for a bit of added comfort, and I think that's a really nice attention to detail. We've got a moderate level of padding around the ankle collar and in the heel cup, and speaking of the heel, the Mach 6 comes with Hoka's signature flared design. We've got some upper overlays around the heel and worked in around those lace eyelets, and we've got some internal structuring going on around that toe box just to give this very soft upper a bit of substance and to help with extra durability. We've got a standard looking lacing system, and all in all it just looks and feels like a very lightweight, breathable, plush upper, so should feel pretty comfortable to run in today. Moving down to the midsole setup, and Hoka have chosen to use a supercritical foam this time round in the Mach 6, and that should deliver enhanced comfort, energy return and durability. Pushing into this foam, it does feel nice and soft and bouncy, so looking forward to seeing how that performs and feels on today's run. And then flipping them over, you can see we've got a good helping of rubber strategically placed in all those high wear areas, just to offer the runner a good level of grip and durability for all those training miles. So there you have it, folks, the new and improved Mach 6 from Hoka, and believe it or not, the last time I ran in this Hoka model was way back when the brand released the original version. So it's going to be really interesting to see how the shoes changed when it comes to feel and performance between then and now, and I've got a sneaky suspicion that it's going to have changed quite a lot, but I suppose there's only one way to find out, so let's get these on my feet and let's get running. Okay, so we are running for cover, seeking shelter under this little tunnel here. So the good old spring UK weather strikes again, making it havoc here at Run4Adventure. So this weather was supposed to come in later, it's coming early. Not only have we got heavy rain, but we've also got 45-mile-an-hour gusting winds. So it is making it pretty tricky to film. However, we are out here getting it done, and we're 2.5 miles into the run. So far, when it comes to the Mach 6, I would say on sizing, maybe it does size up a little bit short on my slightly longer right foot. I'm quite close to the end of the shoe. I don't think it caused me any issues when it comes to shorter runs, but say if I was going up to marathon distance in the shoe, maybe I should have gone up half a size to a UK 10. As far as width in the toe box, it's also a pretty narrow fitting shoe. The upper seems to work well for my foot shape, so it's fit me really well around the midfoot, that nice sort of foot hugging feel. That tongue with that little bit of padding in the logo feels very comfortable across the top of my foot. So the upper feels nice and light, very comfortable and nice and breathable. So far, so good. However, I don't think we're gonna get this training run done and this shoe tested standing under the tunnel there. So I suppose we better get back out in the elements and crack on. It's pretty bleak out here, guys, but we're out here getting the training miles in and testing these shoes. So as the weather continues to rapidly deteriorate, we are heading home, but we've managed 7.4 miles already, so it should be good distance in the new shoes by the time we get back to the studio. Shocking weather, soaked through to the bone, but I've actually really enjoyed the run. Legs have felt good and the new shoes felt really good. I think one of the standout features is this new super critical foam midsole. Feels really good underfoot, and I would say that the Mach 6 is kind of in competition with the new Rebel V4 from New Balance, because they're both very versatile, lightweight, neutral daily trainers. But I think I'm actually preferring this midsole because it reminds me of the brilliant midsole in the Rebel V2 from New Balance, one of my favourite road shoes of all time. It feels super bouncy, high energy returning and really exciting to run on. But let's get out of this weather, we're going to get dry and we'll get back to the studio and we'll wrap this video up with a quick conclusion. See you there. Now, you know you've had a wet run when you have to get undressed outside before you step into your house. I was completely soaked through, but I've had a bit of time to dry out, and so have the shoes. So let's break down how the new Mach 6 performed in those beautiful spring-like conditions today. So starting at the top, the upper was very comfortable, seemed to work really well for my foot shape. So nice and secure in the heel, no movement at all there, and I got a really good lockdown around my midfoot. But a word of warning, because the Mach 6 did feel quite narrow out there on my foot shape, and I haven't got the widest foot, so I think this is a pretty narrow fitting shoe. I also mentioned while we were running that maybe it would have been better to go up half a size to a UK 10, because I was quite close to the end of the shoe on my longer right foot. Didn't cause me any issues, no issues of discomfort or anything like that, but I think having that extra length of a UK 10 would definitely be beneficial, especially if I was doing longer runs in the shoe. And I also think it might give me a little bit more room in that toe box. But all in all, it was a very comfortable upper and it seemed to work really well for my foot shape. You can see from the footage there that it really was very wet on today's run, and the roads and pavements were very greasy and very slippery, so a good rubber outsole was definitely what was needed, and this gave me good levels of grip, performed really well. So I think it's a good move from Hoka to add a bit of rubber to the bottom of the shoe. Previous versions of the Mach used to have a sort of a rubberized EVA outsole, so I think by adding this rubber, not only is it going to improve grip, but I think it's really going to help when it comes to durability. But without doubt, the standout feature of the new Mach 6 for me is this brilliant midsole construction. It felt very exciting to run on, and this super critical foam felt comfy underfoot, but it also felt like it was giving me lots of bouncy energy return. And it's one of those running shoes that you put on, you start running, and instantly you want to sort of open your stride and up the tempo and run quicker. And like I mentioned on the run, it really did remind me, as far as feel and performance, of New Balance's brilliant Rebel V2, a running shoe I loved, but also the excellent original Endorphin Speed from Saucony. I'd been hearing good things about the new Mach, and after today's first run, I can totally see why. And I think we've got another very versatile, lightweight, neutral daily trainer on our hands. And I personally think you could use these for every aspect of your training. You know, for speed work, tempos, intervals, longer, slower recovery runs, but I also think this would be a fun shoe to race in, from quick 5Ks all the way up to marathon distance and beyond. Obviously, these are just my initial thoughts after today's first run, and I'm already looking forward to running more miles in these. I also think it would be quite good to put the new Mach 6 up against the new Rebel V4 from New Balance, which is another very versatile, lightweight, neutral daily trainer. So if you'd like to see a head-to-head video featuring those two models of running shoe, let us know in the comments below. So that's a wrap on today's video and another great first run in a new shoe. We really have had some awesome running shoes, both road and trail, so far in 2024. Really hope you enjoyed it. Really hope you found it helpful. Don't forget, if you did, to like, comment, share and subscribe, because it really is a big help to the channel. If you've got any more questions about the Mach 6, please feel free to get them in the comments below. I've also attached a link for the shoe in the description if you want to find out any more information. But for now, guys, thanks for watching. It really is appreciated. Hopefully we can get some sunshine in the next video on the channel. And as always, stay safe and keep on running. Funnily enough, I used to be a massive fan of their road shoes. I've run several road marathons in their brilliant Hoka and Rincon. So I'm happy to say that we are going to be taking out their new lightweight neutral training shoe, the Mach 6, today. So I've got it on aeroplane mode. How does that come up? Oh, phones, eh? Should be silent, you're on aeroplane mode. Let's try again.